All right. Good evening, jammers, and welcome to episode 50 of the Jams and Cocktails live podcast. Can you believe it, Jordan? 50 episodes.
Not.
Big 5-0. I feel like we're officially over the hill in terms of episodes at any rate.
Yes.
But I'm Brad Brock, and I'll be your host tonight. Joining me here in the legendary JNC Lounge is the magnificent Miss Jordan Taylor.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back for another week of fun.
Yes. I'd like to thank all of you tuning in live with us tonight. And of course, those of you that are catching the rerun on YouTube or listening in on your favorite podcast platform, like iHeartRadio, Spotify, or Apple Podcast, wherever you're tuning in, please give us a like, share, and smash that subscribe button. That would be super awesome. We've got a great show for you guys tonight because joining us this evening is an amazing Americana duo, the Leafy Greens Band.
Woo-woo. And a cat.
And a cat. The third member.
Yes. The unofficial official member.
Yeah, right? Well, while we get to know Ellen and Billy throughout the evening, we'll also get our midweek motivation with Tony Espinosa. We'll take a peek inside the Jordy Files. We'll play a round of Name That Tune with all of you, and we'll be putting our guests on the hot seat inside the Lipton tea. But as always, let's get this party started with our Shot of the Week. Shots.
Everybody.
All right. Sometimes we have a theme. This time I felt like we just needed to take a trip to college and get down on that Alabama slammer.
To the great state of Alabama. Debatable.
Yeah. So this I haven't had this shot in years. So this is going to take me on a trip back. But an Alabama slammer.
Oh boy.
In case you didn't know, is 1 part Southern Comfort, 1 part slow gin, 1 part amaretto, and 2 parts orange juice. Shake it well, strain it over ice, and here we have it.
And away we go.
So I didn't know it was going to be this color. I thought it was red, right?
I was confused by your photo you put up.
Yeah, me too.
Well.
Thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Thanks to Leafy Greens for being here with us. And Jordan, of course. Cheers to you. Cheers.
Cheers to you, too. Okay. It's better than it smells. Tastes better than it smells.
Yeah, it's got almost like a weird texture. Cheers to you guys, too. We're not going to let you get away.
Yay.
Get it. Shot of the week. That shot really threw me for a loop. That was not what I expected at all.
Yes, same.
It looked good.
Yeah, it looked like weird orange juice.
Weird
like
orange juice.
Darker orange juice, kind of. I don't know.
What are you going to do? Well, if you'd like to join us for the Shot of the Week, please visit jncpodcast.com. Click on the Shot of the Week tab, see what we're planning, and then click on the Drizzly link just under on that same page and get all the liquors that you need for the shot delivered straight to your door within the hour. I don't know if that's one of their guarantees, but it's one of their selling points. So you could do that. At any rate, you guys, our guests tonight are an acoustic Americana duo performing at venues all around Florida. As singer-songwriters, Ellen and Billy incorporate an array of musical styles and connect with their audiences through their immersive and passionate live shows. We're happy to hang with them tonight here on the show. Check out the Leafy Greens Band.
So say you'll stay by my side until the end. Through thick and thin, 'cause I can't bear to see it. Oh, until the end. Oh, until the end. Oh,
What's up, you guys? Welcome to the show.
Fantastic. Yeah, that looks amazing. Awesome.
You know, what can I say? I try. You guys are fantastic. You make it easy. You make it so easy. Again, welcome to the show. It's great to finally get to meet you guys and get to chat about the music that you make. I will admit, the first time that I heard about you was from my buddy Scott from Tequesta Brewing, and we were talking about different kind of music because they were pretty. At that point, they were having a lot of soloists and things like that, and not a lot of duos or trios and things like that. They either had full blown bands or solo, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm working in some new duo acts, the Leafy Greens. They're incredible." And so I had to go out and research you a little bit, and was blown away. You guys have such a great chemistry, vocally and musically. So it's great to have you guys here. How you doing?
We're great.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we've been, 2020 has been tough on a lot of people, and I think for us, it's like we've been very lucky.
Yeah,
we've been really lucky to stay employed through most of the year. We've done over 170 gigs or so.
About that, yeah.
And we do this full time. So, man, I mean, how we're doing is we're really lucky. Really, when we're really grateful that we're in a position that we can do something that we love. And we're an engaged couple. I don't know if you know that or not. But
well, congratulations.
Woo!
Oh. So, yeah, we're really lucky, man. Yeah.
Well, then obviously the chemistry is a little bit more understandable now. Well, that's great. Well, so take us back to the beginning of the Leafy Greens Band. How did this all get started? Because it's a fairly new thing. So within the last couple of years, right? So just give us a little history.
Well, we started, our first gig was January 19th, 2019. But before that, Billy and I had met in 2014 and just started dating for 4 years. And then we both got sick of our jobs and decided, and Billy actually was the one to bring it up, and he was like, you know what? I know you can sing and I can play guitar. Let's just try it and see how it goes. And
well, it's not that we were sick of our jobs. I mean, I won't say. Well,
who wouldn't be? Yeah. Understandable.
Well, I guess what
we it was. I was in the fitness industry. Ellen was a hairstylist, and it was tough service industry, circumstances, and I think we were both working a lot, and was tired of the grind and the rat race, doing the same thing over and over again,
right?
Not really, kind of being stuck in a hamster wheel, and very complacent. And we were both very passionate about music. Ellen was in chorus in high school. I grew up playing music in Alaska. I was in a family band, so music and guitar has really been a part of my entire life, an important part of my life. And but I gave it up. I gave it up for about 15 years, and I sold everything that I had, all the guitars that I had, and 2 years ago we were again having this conversation about the job.
Yeah.
And the job thing, and I said, you know what? Let's just start a duo and see what happens. We went to a bar. We went to the Doghouse Grill. We saw a guy playing there, and I was like, this guy's probably making like $400 tonight, including tips. Mm-hmm. If we get 2 or 3 gigs a week, that's some good spending money. And if we're getting 5 or 6 gigs a week, we could do this full time. Yeah. And so, like Ellen said, our first gig was January 19th. A month before that, we didn't own any gear. We didn't know any songs. Ellen had no performance experience as a solo or duo act, only in a choral setting.
Yeah, which is totally different.
Totally different.
Right.
I've done a couple, but even solos and chorus are not the same. And I have terrible stage fright, and it was so
right. Terrible stage, debilitating stage fright, actually. And that first gig, it took us a month to learn enough songs for a 3-hour set. We pieced some gear together to play the 3-hour set at Doghouse Grill, January 19th. And by March, we had booked like 16 gigs. And then April, May, June came around. And at that point, we quit our jobs and we just pursued it full time, even through the summer, and have been doing it full time since.
That's amazing.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And especially, I mean, well, clearly 2019 was a great year for you guys.
Right.
And then, 2020 kind of put the brakes on a lot of what we're doing. But you guys seem to bounce back from that and jumped right into the live streaming thing. And as a pretty new band, like that's really impressive. And like I said, watching your videos and seeing how you guys perform is super, super cool. So you guys started out as a cover group, right? And when did you start kind of getting into the original music arena? Because I have to say, I really dig some of the songs that you guys have up on your YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, you know what? And I'll answer that in a second. But man, that last album that you put out in 2018 was really good. Once upon a
bottle of rum.
Once upon a time, a bottle of rum. That's right. And that song, by the way, is really, really good. I downloaded the whole album before earlier today because I was just like, man, the recording on that is really good. Where did you record that at? Was that here in town?
It was at my home studio.
Really?
Yeah, and I say home studio like it's something glorious. It's really a bedroom. And just, really like covering yourself in blankets and muting sounds and things like that. So it was really just thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah.
The quality, the guitar playing, you're a great guitar player, by the way, but thanks. Man, I mean, it's like it's got that Margaritaville islandy vibe. It's very, very cool, man. Very cool. But if our people are watching this, you guys need to go and download Once Upon a Bottle of Rum by Brad Brock.
Yeah.
It's really
shameless plug.
Shameless plug, right? Damn, shameless plugs. I'll take it when I can get it. Checks in the mail. No. But no, I really appreciate that. And, Once Upon a Bottle of Rum was really kind of my recap of my time working on cruise ships as an entertainer. So it really had that Jimmy Buffett kind of islandy vibe because that was where we spent a lot of time. And Once Upon a Bottle of Rum is kind of when I wrote the song, it was more like introspective, I suppose, because most of the best stories that I have to offer started once upon a bottle of rum. So kind of fun.
Really, really well written, man. I mean, I only had a chance to listen to it once because I was going through all three of your albums, and which I really love and appreciate that you have 3 full albums and you can hear the progression in your sound throughout. And that's something that we're wanting to do. I mean, going back to your original question, we got into writing songs when the lockdown happened. Mm-hmm. When the lockdown happened in March, we played our last gig at, it was St. Patrick's Day. We played 2 gigs that day. We played Double Roads Tavern in the morning, and then we played Das Beer Garden in the evening. And at the start of the day, we had like 6 or 7 cancellations, and all of our gigs were canceling. And again, this is full time for us at this point. Mm-hmm. So we're about to lose our livelihood. And we see the writing on the wall. And that Double Roads gig was really, really tough. And we get into DOS that night, and we realized all of our gigs for the rest of the month and the following month have been canceled. And it was a really tough moment. But when we realized, you know what? This isn't something that we can't control what's happening. Everything's shut down. Everything's being put on pause. There's no excuse to stop. We can't just stop.
Right.
So we jump on the live stream bandwagon and we start writing. And we committed to Facebook, social media, our sprouts. Our fans are called sprouts.
I love that.
for us
Oh.
that we would have a new music Monday every Monday, that we could. And for the next 5 weeks we did, or I think 4 weeks we did.
4 weeks. Yeah.
We wrote 4 songs, and that was one of the hardest things we've ever done, because we took the first year just to establish our sound, establish who we are as musicians. What was our, I guess, language.
Yeah.
Ellen, this was her first time getting into this, so we just needed the reps together to generate some type the chemistry that was going to be the Leafy Greens Band and what was going to be right for us. So the first year was just covers. We got into this songwriting thing, and we realized that was going to be a completely new set of challenges, because songwriting is one of the hardest things you can do. It's like doing a 10,000 piece jigsaw puzzle if you put that much time and effort into it.
Right.
I mean, we're not Bob Dylan by any means. So it's something that we had to force and hold each other accountable, which we had the time to do it. So that first month, from March until mid-April, or end of April, rather.
End of April.
We got on the ball and we started writing, and we still do covers, and we're still, this year again, we're trying to earn. We want to work. We love playing. We love building the relationships with everybody that we meet, including the venues, the owners, the staff. But the people that come out that we're meeting, that's been one of the best things about what we do.
Yeah. Met some amazing people this year and last year. But I mean, like, this whole journey it's been crazy. It's been wild, to jump into it the way that we did, and it just kind of snowballed effect. And then there was that halt in March, but we, like Billy said, we kept the ball rolling. We didn't have an excuse, and we weren't going to make an excuse to not continue to progress. So it was the lockdown was a blessing for us, because it gave us time and energy to focus on the songwriting, because for me, I know it doesn't come naturally, and it's tough for both of us. So trying to piece all of that together was it was challenging, but well worth it, and we're excited to keep writing and progressing in that way.
The goal here is we're producing an album right now. We're 5 songs in. I thought we sent you some of the songs. I was hoping we did, but
oh no, I didn't get to see. I didn't get the email at any rate. But you could still send them. Don't. I'd still love to hear them. We'll do an exclusive.
So we're producing an album right now, and we don't want to release. I mean, we'll get to what we're releasing in a minute, but we're going to do a full length album, and the goal is to be a singer-songwriter exclusively doing mostly originals. Mm-hmm. Exclusively mostly doing originals. That makes sense.
Hey, that's basically, hey man, it's what I do. I exclusively almost always play only originals sometimes.
Exactly.
But no, that's really, really great. One thing that really caught my attention, and I don't know if this is a normal thing. I pay attention to details. It's like a OCD thing that I have. But the way that you guys, the concept of naming your original tunes, at least the ones that you have on YouTube that I was able to listen to, are those placeholder names, or are you kind of running with that style of naming your songs?
Oh, we're running with it, man.
Yeah. I love it. I love that so much.
I mean, I I'm sure you're familiar with Jacob Collier, right?
The name is familiar.
Jacob Collier is this savant musician that's come out. He is unbelievable, man. You got to check him out. He's just so he's from England, and he is so intelligent. I've never heard music. I've never heard somebody put music together the way he does.
Yeah, it's really
and how thoughtful he is with all the concepts, and it's like something you never heard before. But he just came out. He's won some Grammys and everything, and rightfully so. He's really incredible. And he's come out with 3 albums: Jesse Volume 1, Jesse Volume 2, Jesse Volume 3. And I was listening to a podcast with him and Corey Wong. I don't know if you're familiar with Corey Wong. He's with Wolfpack Wolfpack rather, and a few other bands, solo stuff. But he's a fantastic guitar player. But he was interviewing Jacob Collier, and Jacob was talking about how Jesse Volume 3 is going to be his last of this time in his musical career. So for us, when I heard him say that, which I heard him say that a few weeks ago, that kind of gave me some confidence in this whole song about thing. So the first album is going to be called A Song About ... Volume 1.
Love it.
And after that, and so each song will be a song about something. So it won't mention the word in the song, but this is what the song is about. It's about apathy. It's about soliloquy. It's about hope. It's about 2020, you know.
Right.
I mean, this is what it's about, you know. Yeah. And it's kind of it's funny because we've had some kickback on it from followers. Yeah. And they're like, you need to get some names to this song. This is what you need to do. And we're like, you know what? We're not doing it.
Nope.
Yeah, we're gonna take that rule book and we're gonna toss it right out the window. There's no rules, man. And I will say honestly that was something that stuck out to me. And I didn't know if maybe like I said, I didn't know if it was a placeholder. But then I saw the next one and it was a song about soliloquy, and I was like, this is really an interesting concept that I had personally not seen before. I don't know if other people had done it or what the case is, but it really stuck out to me as an original thing from you guys. And I'm glad that you're sticking with it and that you're going with it. Now, I read in your bio that you've brought in kind of a heavy hitter to help you guys produce this record. If you want to talk about him, or is that a secret?
Well, that's our boy, Randy. And Randy, if you're watching, I hope you are. We love you. Randy is, what's Randy's last name? Wallen. Randy Wallen. He and his wife, Christy, and his 2 kids are absolute saints. Randy, he worked for a record label or a production company or something like that in California. He's got a degree in audio engineering. He went to school for music. He went to school for music.
Yeah.
I think that's
I thought that's like for guitar. It's not audio engineering. I thought it was guitar. No. Never mind. I know.
So he's got a degree and stuff.
I love it.
But he saw us. Our friend Jim introduced us to Randy at a gig. We were playing a gig at Blue Point, and Jim said, "Hey, this guy's got a studio in his house. He's really great. He's a fantastic musician, but he's a really great sound engineer, and he's done work with big bands." So we met him, and he said, "Yeah, I did live albums for the Avett Brothers. I did live albums a live album for Chris Stapleton and the Steel Drivers." And I was just meeting this guy. I was like, "Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Where's your studio at?" He goes, "I got a studio in my house. You should come check it out Monday." I was like, "Okay, well, let's check it out." And he brought us over to the house, and he's got, it's like you said, he's got everything in his bedroom,
right?
Or in den, I guess it's a den. Yeah. But his gear is like unbelievable. And then he showed us the live album that he captured and mixed for Chris Stapleton, which Chris Stapleton doesn't even have. Randy is the only person that has this.
Unbelievable.
And it was like listening to like a live Red Rocks album. It was just the quality, the mix, especially with the Steel Drivers. You have a ton of instruments in the band. Mm-hmm. They were mixed perfectly. And then he showed us the Avett Brothers, again, mixed perfectly. And then the next day we came in, we recorded the bones of our first song, and just kind of working with him, we started to establish that chemistry and friendship. And he's a really great guy. His kids have to be, we record Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or usually Tuesday, Wednesday. and we record between the hours of between 6:30 and 9. So his kids have to be completely silent. And they're amazing for that.
They're saints.
and
something tells me that they might be trained pretty well by now to they are. Daddy's working, so you go and occupy yourself silently.
And they're like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And 16, I think.
Yeah.
And his son he's a musician, he's a guitar player, so he comes in and he gives us feedback on some of our songs, and it's really cool feedback because we get a 16-year-old's perspective.
Sure.
And it's just the family, his wife, Randy's wife, Christy, is amazing for letting us do this. Randy is amazing because he's doing this. He's hooking us up big time, and he's been so supportive. And he's got such a good ear, and we're doing it with what we have. I mean, a guitar, shaker, tambourine, and really great mics. Yeah. And then he just puts his magic on it. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, like Jordan, awesome. She always, whenever we go and see live bands, hopefully we'll get to do that again. But like large national acts, her biggest thing is that if they sound like what they've put on wax, like what does their record sound like, and what do they sound like live? And she's always so blown away when the band sounds just like they do on the record, And I'm pretty notorious for doing pretty lavish orchestration on my records that I could certainly never do in like my one-man band setup or anything like that. But for me, I feel like it's a different beast from my live shows to listening to my records. It's a different experience. So in one of my favorite bands, the Counting Crows, their records are completely different from their live shows 100% of the time. Their live shows are different every single time you see them. It's unbelievable. But yeah, so Jordan's like, yeah. If they sound like the record.
Well, more just their singing voice. Yours, you can still tell, even though you kind of switch your music up when you record. You can still tell it's you at the core of it. Some people, I'm like, oh, you're really bad. Like, you're really terrible. Famous people, not like, like,
right.
I don't know. It's sad and it just ruins it. I could name drop, but I won't insult anyone today.
Fair enough.
I'm working on being a better person.
Well, this is her New Year's resolution.
Yes.
Look at that angel face.
Don't shame anyone.
Well, I have to ask you, I ask most of our guests this. You guys play all around town. What is your favorite venue to play around town here?
Oh, man.
I know it's a tough question, a loaded question even.
I got to figure out, is any of those venue owners watching right now? That's a big.
And that's the favorite.
I think Sean St. Pierre from Coastal Karma is watching. So Coastal Karma, right? That's the best venue to play.
Let me tell you, Coastal Karma is, and Sean knows. Sean knows what happens at Coastal Karma. And we can't talk about what happens at Coastal Karma because I'm pretty sure it's a party. It's so much fun. Sean and some of the Coastal Karma neighbors, Locale Gastro Pub, they always bring we'll just say gifts. It's not drugs, by the way.
That's where I went instantly.
Disclaimer.
No, but I don't know if I should broadcast what happens while we're playing the gig. I don't want to get Coastal Karma in trouble or anything like that. But so much fun. If you're curious about it, come to a show because we're scheduled for 3 hours. We typically are scheduled from 3 to 6. And we always play until about 7, and then we always hang out until like midnight. And it is so much fun. And there's dogs and families come in, like it's not completely out of control, but it's just it turns into a listening room. Mm-hmm. And Brad, I'm sure you can appreciate this. You've been in rooms that are that have a reverb that lasts forever.
Oh
right?
yeah.
This room is a huge, massive room with high ceilings, but it's dead silent in there. Wow. So people could be having a conversation within 5 feet from me, and all I'm hearing is what we're doing on stage, which is really, really incredible.
It's amazing.
There's a ton of couches, a ton of seating, and everybody after every song, they show appreciation for what you just did. And like I said, we do that for 4 hours at a time, and we're only scheduled for 3 hours, So it's so Coastal Karma is one of those gigs, and Sean St. Pierre, we love that guy. But shout out to the owners, Charles and Sarah. They're amazing husband and wife couple that brew the most amazing beer.
Yeah.
And they're such good people, and we love their cat. But
and God bless them for opening their brewery this year.
Yeah, they opened it this year.
It.
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
Oh, and the support that they're getting, and I'm glad everybody is they deserve it because they have been busting their butts all year.
Yeah, they have. Double Roads Tavern. Mm-hmm. We love Vincent Kelly over there. Mm-hmm. TBC, Olive Franz, breweries, TBC, Twisted, Steam Horse. Guanabanas is one of our favorite gigs to play. That turns into a listening room type of feel. Our friends up in Fort Pierce, Cobb's Landing, Lil Jim's Bait and Tackle.
Great spots.
It's a great, both are great. Lil Jim's is one of our favorite places to play.
Yeah.
Josco in Tequesta is really, really great. They have a great big open air patio that's covered, but it's amazing. Brick and Barrel, all of the Abacoa, Das Beer Garden. We played Jumbie Bay, which we thought was going to be terrible, but it turned out to be one of our favorite gigs. Das Abacoa, Das Singer Island's great.
Yeah.
Brick and Barrel is great. I know we're total name dropping right now, but Market. These are the venues we love to play. I mean, there are venues that we absolutely like. We're just like, God dang, we can't do it.
Right. I think we all have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got rid of most of those.
Nice.
But the ones that I just listed off are kind of our family.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's great. And those are all great places. Where is Coastal Coastal Karma? Where are they located?
It's in Lake Park. It's off of 10th.
That's where I thought it was. Yeah.
Park Avenue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lake Park, my old stomping ground.
Yeah, you read my mind.
Yeah.
I was wondering where it was too.
For a few years anyway, Lake Park. Well, that's awesome. Man, you guys are super cool, and clearly places are having you in all the time. So it's great to see new music on the scene. I've been playing the scene for years and grew up in this area and played music and then left for a long time and then came back. And the music scene from like West Palm Beach all the way up to like Vero Beach has really grown so much. Before there was no solo artists, it was all bands. And then I left for 10 years or so and came back, and it's a few bands, all solos and duos, and in more of a singer-songwriter kind of vibe, and that's right up my alley. So I love it. I love it. I love it. We've been doing a lot of talking, and I know that a lot of people come on here to drink their cocktails and listen to some jams. So would you guys be down to do a little jamming for us?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it.
Very, very cool. Well, while they're getting sorted out there, coming up next, we'll be putting Billy and Ellen through the Lipton tea interview, one of our favorite segments. But first, our first jam of the night from the Leafy Greens Band. Check them out. Yeah. Woo-woo.
Which is, if we were to have a single, which I don't know if we want to call this a single or what, it's just, this is the first song that we wrote, and this is the one that we probably enjoy playing the most.
Yeah.
And it's called A Song About Hope. I hope this sounds okay over the phone.
Keep my head up all the bad days. Remember us, we're showing past this crazy world we search for life. Feeling lost until you look into my eyes. So say you'll stay by my side until the end. Through thick and thin, 'cause I can't bear to see it end. I don't want to say goodbye. Been through too much to let this die. Fight back these tears coming out. I'm too tired now to let them out. So say you'll stay by my side until the end. Through thick and thin, 'cause I can't bear to see it end. Till the end. Till the end. Till the end. Through thick and thin, 'cause I can't bear to see it end. No, I'll always come back to you. My heart is yours, I know, see it through. Take my hand and say you'll stay by my side until the end. Through thick and thin, 'cause I can't bear to see it end. Through thick and thin, my love for you will never end. Through thick and thin, my love for you will never end.
Yes.
Audience player. That's amazing.
I know we call this our COVID audience because they're immune. They're immune to COVID all around. So we just keep them in the rafters.
Part two.
Yeah.
We keep them in the rafters here in the legendary JNC Lounge. Awesome, you guys. That was one of my favorite songs out of the ones that you had on your YouTube, and I'm so stoked that you played that. Awesome. So what am I doing here? It's my first time hosting a podcast.
Yeah.
So Brad's on vacation. He's getting ready for his birthday tomorrow. So he's like,
Birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, man.
thank you very much. Well, you guys, in this next segment, we take a very popular show from the 80s all the way up until the 2000s. Inside the Lipton Tea is our segment dedicated to the late, great James Lipton, host of Inside the Actor Studio. So we put our guests on the hot seat and give them a run for their money inside the Lipton Tea.
Let's do it.
Hello, you may have to squeeze in just a little bit. There we go.
Perfect.
Good evening and welcome to Inside the Lipton Tea. I'm Brad Brock, playing the part of Mr. James Lipton.
Oh,
Billy,
nice.
Ellen, are you ready to go inside the Lipton Tea?
Yes,
Ready.
I think.
What are your favorite words?
Fuck.
Straight out of the gate. You just gotta be, yeah, he's honest.
Top that.
God. I feel like I can't say anything after that.
Do I win?
Yay!
All right.
Oh God, Gillespie's gonna get so mad at me. My old wrestling coach and father figure is watching me right now. He's gonna get really mad at me.
It only gets worse from here.
Oh,
Here we go.
all right.
All right, Ellen, what is your favorite word?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
You'd be surprised. That's a very common answer. In fact,
Really?
we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary of our show, and I'm putting together like collages of our Lipton tea interviews, and you'll be amazed how many people say exactly the same thing. It's going to be. I'm giving away secrets, but that's okay.
I'm gonna
And
watch.
what are your least favorite words?
I mean, I want to say I can't. Is that okay?
You can hyphenate anything that you like and make it one
I
word.
I
I
can't.
can't.
I can't. Okay. I like that.
Least favorite word. Moist.
Popular answer too.
Also a popular answer. All right.
Everyone.
What turns you guys on?
Intelligence.
Nice.
True. I agree. The first thing that came to my mind though was sunshine. Honestly.
Love it.
Very easy. Very easy.
What turns you off?
Stupidity.
In agreement?
I want to say like stubbornness, but not really. It's more of like, no, it's more of like, I guess not listening. Not listening.
Yeah.
Like not stubbornness, not listening. Not
I gotta-
comprehending.
I gotta grab
Not
my notepad
comprehending.
real quick.
There you go. This whole segment is for you, Billy, just so you know. What sound or noise do you love?
Oh, the guitar.
Guitar. Agree.
Nice.
Guitar.
We had a drummer on, and recently, and they were like, "What's your least favorite noise?" And they said guitar. Was it Paul? I think it was. Yeah.
Another one actually. The crackle in a record.
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah.
a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
throwback.
that's good.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Nails on a chalkboard.
Drums. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. That's not true. That's
Fair
not true.
enough.
That's not true. I would have to say a guitar through a poor system, bad tone, like the Copper Blues system.
Gotcha. Okay, I hear that.
And
Duly
it's good
noted.
sound. It's not the sound guy's fault. Just
No.
bad placement of the speakers. Come on.
Mhm. One of our favorite questions to ask: what is your favorite curse word? No repeat answers.
Oh.
I'm glad I didn't agree with you earlier. Fuck.
Well, that's the only one I really use. I would have to say maybe shit, I guess.
I'm kidding. There could be repeat
Or maybe
answers.
maybe fuck stick.
Fuck stick, she says. What profession other than your own would you like to try?
Barber.
Barber.
Barber for me. Oh, there's so much silence right now.
I know. I'm sorry.
There are a lot of jobs out there, believe me.
There are, and I feel like my mind just went completely blank. I'm like, I can only think of what I've already done. Guitar player, honestly. I would love to be able to play guitar.
That seems like something that you could probably get into eventually.
She's learning.
I'm
She's
trying.
learning. Yeah.
Perfect. That's amazing. Now, contrary, what job would you not do under any circumstance?
Personal training. Again.
Hell, cock it up. That's funny.
Oh my god. A lawyer.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, that would be tough.
Nope.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Oh. Nice work. You did your best.
Love it.
Yes, very positive.
The only diplomatic answer. Welcome. Enjoy yourself.
Bars to the left.
Yeah.
Awesome, you guys. The Leafy Greens on Inside the Lipton Tea. All right. Well, coming up next, you guys, we're going to take a peek inside the Jordy Files. But what do you say we get another tune from the Leafy Greens?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go. What do we want to do? How about
Yeah.
Can you hear that guitar all right?
It's good. It's good.
It's good.
It's good. Your love soothes like the smell of rain. Come on, baby, pull the covers up. Leave my feet covered just enough. Got the air turned on to 69. A storm is coming through. Stick to me and I'll stick to you. Never loved a little rainy weather like this time. Your love soothes like the smell of rain. Your love soothes like the smell of rain. You and me float down this stream, lazy river that feels like a dream. Oh, no, it can't last forever, but it sure is nice. Count the raindrops coming down. Close your eyes, sway to the sound. Paint our own image of paradise. Your love soothes like the smell of rain. Your love soothes like the smell of rain. We'll stay right here in this room. Your love soothes like the smell of rain. Your love soothes
Oh my God, that song.
That's a good one. I like that.
Well, I'll wait the audience. That song was called A Song About Redolence. Some of these you're going to dictionary.
Hey, we're good with that. I'm down to
Yep.
to bust the old dictionary out into. The chords on that song are so beautiful, and like at one point, especially during that little bridge part, man, the hairs on my arms stood up. The changes. That's the chord progressions or just the chord choices that really spoke to me personally. And Ellen, your voice is so reminiscent of like 10,000 Maniacs or Natalie Merchant, who most people probably know her over 10,000 Maniacs, but aging myself just a little.
Yes.
Dude, you've got to hear her do Natalie Merchant. And one of our favorite songs to perform is These Are Days.
Oh, so
But
good.
and we do, and same thing with Carnival by Natalie Merchant, which if you want to hear that, we can do that right now. If you want to hear some Natalie Merchant,
Yes.
even just a verse, the chorus, it just sounds so good. Her voice is perfect for it.
So
Aw.
what you're saying is we're going to get another song from the Leafy Greens right now.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
You want 10,000 Maniacs, or you want 80s or 90s Natalie Merchant?
Oh
Which
my
one do you
gosh.
like?
Goodness.
Player's choice. I'm very excited about this. I feel like I
We didn't even
nail
have
it
to
on
ask for it.
Did I nail it on the head with Natalie Merchant? It was just
Yeah.
that's what spoke to me.
Yes, when we played our first gig at Doghouse Grill, right after that, I was like, my God, you sound like Natalie Merchant. We've got to do at least Carnival, if not Kind and Generous. Some of the more known Natalie songs. But then people kept requesting 10,000 Maniacs, which I wasn't very familiar with 10,000 Maniacs.
I
And
wasn't either.
and
I don't know
we
them either.
heard These Are Days, and that song. Let's do These Are Days.
Yeah.
Let's just do These Are Days real quick.
Well, this one as a cover for us this year was kind of like one that kind of like spoke to us this year, just being 2020. If you really listen to the words, and everything that this year just kind of kept us going.
Yeah, it kept us going. This song was like an anthem,
Anthem,
a
yeah.
2020 but an
Yeah.
affirmation
Yeah.
that there, even through really crazy times, there are things, that are beautiful that
You'll always remember.
that you'll always remember about these times. So let's do this real quick.
Yeah.
Ready?
I love,
Love
it.
it.
Cheers.
Yay.
Hey, cheers. Hold on, let me tune my guitar real quick because I put new strings on for you guys. Hey, Brad, how often do you change your strings, man, when you're gigging on like a regular basis?
I change my strings, I would say once a week, twice a week if I'm playing a gig that I really want my guitar to sound alive on. I play with in-ear monitors, and I don't know if if that's a thing, but I can hear when my strings are going dead, and it drives me up a wall. And I play electric guitar when I perform. So as soon as that single coil doesn't speak to me anymore in that beautiful blues tone, I change strings. So I spend a fortune in strings. I need a string. I need a string. Yeah, like sponsorship.
I do. Hey, I sent
Same.
Diadario a message. I was like, listen, you sons of bitches. I'm through college right now, and this is ridiculous. You should see the pile of strings I have on. I'll show you in a minute. I'll bring them out here in a minute. But let's go ahead and do this real quick because it's a heavy pile of strings. Anyway.
Yep.
How's this going? Let me get some volume.
These are the days. These are days you'll remember. Never before and never since. I promise. Will the whole world be warm as this? And as looking, it's true that you are touched by something that'll grow in you. These old days you'll remember when May is rushing over you with desire to be part of the miracles you see. In every hour, you'll know it's true that you are blessed and lucky. It's true that you are touched by something that'll grow and bloom. Yeah. These are days. These are the days you might fill with laughter until you break. These days you might feel a shaft of light make its way across your face. When you do, you know how it was meant to be. See the signs and know their meaning. It's true. You know how it was meant to be. See the signs and know they're speaking to you. Yeah.
Yes. That was awesome. Super, super cool.
Yeah, that was great.
We're having
good.
to hold back a little bit because we live in an apartment, so I'm like trying not to scream when I'm.
I know.
You'll get some knocks on the walls.
Whoever's underneath you is like, oh, Natalie Merchant. All right, let's do this. Well, you guys, we're gonna let Ellen and Billy take a little breather, get a little refill, and we're gonna turn things over to our very own Jordy T as she takes us on a journey through on this day music history, celebrity birthdays and departures, news, gossip, and more inside the Jordy Files. Jordy.
Files.
Oh, Jordy.
Oh, Bradley.
Lordy, Jordy. What you got for us this week, Jordan?
Well, we have so many birthdays to celebrate. Taking it back to 1928.
Wow.
December 30th. Guitarist, singer, Bo Diddley. My man.
Bo
Diddley. Was born on this day. American rock and roll and country musician and singer-songwriter Del Shannon was born on this day in 1934. Best known for his 1961 single Runaway.
Runaway.
Yeah. Oh, you knew that. And then in 1937, Paul Stuckey, I don't know, singer-songwriter from American folk group Peter, Paul, and Mary, celebrates a birthday today, not creates.
Well, what is it, Jordan?
Creates a birthday
You know what?
today.
I'm so sick and tired of you jacking up the Jordy Files
Do you
every
read
single
your
time.
notes? Listen, I'm going to hit you as hard as this Twisted Tea hits. Twisted
Please.
Tea.
I know the damage that those things can do.
Yeah. Twisted Tea. Hard iced tea. Guaranteed to kick ass. I wrote notes, but they were too small to read. So
And there goes our sponsorship
And there
deal with
goes-
Twisted Tea.
thank you, Twisted Tea.
Oh,
Beating people since last week.
that's our little pop culture reference there for you guys.
Yes, that's how old and cool we are.
I'm just. By the way, just to say,
Yeah, just to
I'm kidding, and I love your Jordy Files.
thank you. You love my
Your lovely,
attempt at speaking.
your
Yes.
lovely Jordy Files.
Oh, yes. Where was I? Peter, Paul, and Mary. And then in 1942, Mike Nesmith, vocals and guitarist with the Monkees, was born on this day. And it was a very awesome day for the Monkees because we have another member of the Monkees celebrating a birthday today, too. We will get to now. 1945, 3 years later, English singer, songwriter, musician, and actor Davy Jones
Davy Jones.
was born on this day. So.
I feel like once a month we talk about Davy Jones on this show because we love him so
Yes.
much.
He is just, he's got the cutest little voice.
Oh, Davy Jones.
Yeah. Born on this day in 1947, Jeff Lynne, English songwriter, singer, and record producer. He has produced for George Harrison, Tom Petty, Paul McCartney, Roy Orbison, Brian Wilson, and a plethora of others. So pretty big,
Nice.
successful man. Yeah.
Yeah, nice
portfolio.
portfolio. Exactly.
And then born on this day in 1973, American drummer John Theodore. In 1978, singer and actor Tyrese, yeah. And then in 1982, Wesley Schultz, guitarist and lead vocalist for the American folk rock band, the Lumineers.
Love
And
the Lumineers.
I know, right? I did that one just for you. And then in 1986, our baby, UK singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist, Ellie Goulding was born on this day. So
Love
happy
Ellie
birthday.
Goulding as well.
Yes. And
She's the baby of the group.
she is the baby in 1986. And then on this day in music history, it's a big day for the Monkees. You know, everyone's birthday on this day. In 1969, Peter Tork quit the Monkees, buying himself out of his contract, which left him broke. He really must have wanted to leave.
He was done.
Yeah. He was
Completely
"Gotta
done with the
be
Monkees."
Out. No more monkeying around. He went on to form a group called Release and played banjo on George Harrison's soundtrack to the film Wonderwall.
Wow.
Yes.
Guess there is more than one Wonderwall.
I guess so. Yes. And then in 2009, singer-songwriter Neil Young was made an officer of the Order of Canada. Other Canadian musicians who have been given the award include Bryan Adams, Leonard Cohen, and members of Rush. So,
How about that?
little Canadian pop culture. In 2012, we haven't had a Beatles fact in a while, so I thought we have to bring it back.
Finally.
Yes, this was an interesting one.
A slow couple months for the Beatles, right?
Yes, they had a slow, dry spell, and now we're back and cooking here. A rare copy. This is a fun story. A rare copy of a Beatles LP signed by all four members was auctioned off and eventually sold. A brother and sister initially turned down a £12,000 bid for the copy of the album. They had hoped to get £15,000 for the LP, which was given to their late father during a drinking session. But the siblings later accepted the £12,000 offer from private buyers. The album signed by all four of the Beatles was signed by the four members of the Beatles after they used it as a drinks coaster during a card game in 1963.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You wonder what it's going for now if it only went for 12,000 pounds.
Right? And what is this? Who is this father? He must have been pretty tight with the Beatles. Wonder who he was.
Sounds like a Johnny Ringo situation
I
where
think
you just
so.
like, you kind of know everybody.
Yeah. He just happened to be
Right place,
drunk
right
and playing
time.
cards with them. And then our departures. In 1967, Bert Burns, American singer or American songwriter of Twist and Shout, Piece of My Heart, and Hang On Sloopy. I almost said sloppy. Sloopy.
Hang on, sloppy.
Hang on, sloppy. Burns was also the producer of Under the Boardwalk and Brown Eyed Girl, if you didn't know.
Boardwalk.
Brown Eyed Girl. Passed away from heart failure at the age of 38.
Wow, that is
He did
incredibly
so
young.
much before being 38, though. That's crazy.
It makes me feel terrible about turning 36 and
Right?
and not have written Under the Boardwalk.
And like some of the greatest songs ever. In 1979, Richard Rodgers, American composer from Rodgers and Hammerstein, passed away at 77. In 1998, Johnny Moore, American singer with the Drifters, passed away. And then...
Wasn't that Under the Boardwalk? We're getting some Under the Boardwalk news.
Yes.
Boardwalk.
Yeah, I think it's a sign to play it. Okay, anyway. Then, crazy, today, Dawn Wells... who played Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island, passed away at the age of 82. And today, Alto Reed, the saxophone player for Bob Seger, passed away at the age of 72. Just today. Yeah.
Sad day for entertainment.
Yeah.
Double whammy. Mm-hmm. But you got to see Alto Reed play with
did.
Bob Seger. What was it, last year or a couple of years ago?
Yeah, Bob
One of his
Seger at his
his
farewell
tour
concert. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he is. Bob Seger is a staple for me. He's my man.
I didn't get to go to that gig because I had my own gig to play. So while you were cheering on Bob Seger, I was playing at Applebee's, I think.
Applebee's, holding down the fort. It was a tough decision which show to go to.
Yes.
But yeah, sacrifices had to be made. And that concludes the Jordy File, brought to you by Twisted Tea.
The Jordy Files, brought to you by Twisted Tea.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Keeps on giving. Oh, man. Well, you guys, up next, we're going to play a round of Name That Tune with all of you tuning in and with Billy and Ellen as well. So stick around for that. But what do you say we get another song from the Leafy Greens Band? I could see them, but you guys can't. They look super comfy, totally relaxed and chilled.
Nice.
We can't let that happen.
No way to shake it up on them.
Yeah, we have to destroy their comfort zone. No, you guys. Give it up once again for the Leafy Greens Band.
Woo!
Jordy, you said you like Bob Seger.
Let me look it up.
I do.
Yeah.
You want to hear Bob's?
She's a Detroit girl, so.
Yeah. Border.
Let's do some Bob Seger real
I
quick.
love it.
Let's go.
Thanks, guys.
No, go to.
I need to mention while you guys are figuring the song out, a very important thing. So Paul Robertson is the host of a podcast called Drums and Rums.
Yeah.
And he recently, or I say recently, but he probably went to your show months ago now because they all run together for me. But he said he went to the show and I think it was at Blue Point, and he requested a song from you, and the song's Tequila Something. And he said he dropped $100 in the tip bucket, and you guys spent. He said you guys spent your whole break learning this tequila song.
Tequila Does.
By Miranda Lambert.
That's it. That's the one. And he said you need to remind them of that story.
That's awesome.
Because I was like, I can relate, because there have been times where somebody's like dropped some money in the bucket for a song I had never even heard. And I was like, first song, next set. And I've gone out to my car and listened to it like 3 times and was like, meh, I could probably get through this. For $100, I could probably make this work.
This song. So one of the things that we love about playing live and doing covers is doing covers we've never done before. And I would say about 70% of the time we knock them out of the park, and that's how we add new songs to our set list. Well, maybe 80% of the time we knock it out of the park, but every once in a while one gets us. Like Florence, we won't do Florence and the Machines. Oh no, that's too much. But this guy asked for Tequila Does by Miranda Lambert, which either of us have never heard. And there's a time change in it. So not only have we never heard it, but there's a time signature change. Or
yeah, it goes from 4/4 to.
Oh no! It's like a rhythm change. I don't even know.
Yeah, it was weird.
but it got to the. So I played it. We came back from break. We played the first verse and we messed up on the timing change, and I stopped and I said, you know what? We're doing it again from the top. And we're going to get it this time. I said, just let me hear the song one more time. I heard the song one more time. I was like, okay, I got it. And we played it the second time through, and it was pretty good. And that's the same thing happened at Coastal Karma once as well. And it's a tough song if you don't know it, but we love to try to take songs on the spot. And we love to learn what people's favorite songs are. And whenever that person shows up to a gig, we are going to play that for that person, that song for that person every single time. I mean, there's people on this list like Sean. We know that Sean loves
Peach Fuzz,
or he loves
the band Camp.
Yeah, Peach Fuzz by the band Camp. So every time we see Sean, we play Peach Fuzz. Every time we see our friend Trish, we play Amy by Pure Prairie League.
Yeah.
Every time we see Ellen's mom, we play Bobby McGee. That's her favorite.
So that's a good one.
You know, so for you, Jordy, this is going to be your song from here on out.
Yes.
Every time, if we ever see you at a gig, this is what we're going to play.
Oh, thank you guys. You're so sweet.
How's it go? I'm trying to think how the rhythm.
Could use a few pounds. Tight pants, boys hardly green now. She was a black and beauty with big dark eyes, and points on her own sitting way up high. Way up firm and high. Out past the cornfields where the woods got heavy. Out in the back seat of my 16 Chevy, working on the streets without any clues, working on all nine moves, trying to make some front page driving news, working on the nine moves. Summertime, in the sweet summertime. We were in love, but no far from it. We were searching for some high in the sky summit. We were just young and restless and bold, living by the sword. We still wait every chance we could to the back of the night, a trusty wood. I searched years, neither one cared. We were getting our share, working on our night moves, trying to lose the awkward teenage blues, working on the night moves. The summertime, in the sweet summertime. Oh, I wonder, felt the lightning. Can we wait?
night to the sound of thunder. How far off I sat and wondered. Surrounding a song from 1962. Ain't it funny how the night moves when you just don't seem to have as much to lose? Strange how the night moves with autumn closing in.
That's good.
We have the catalog.
Oh, that was awesome. Beautiful.
So fun.
You're talking about Bob Seger at the end. We love Bob Seger too.
And that he's your favorite, so we had to throw that in there.
So good.
Thank you both.
So good.
much.
So fun.
It was beautiful.
We did have a comment on the Jams and Cocktails YouTube channel from Paul from Drums and Rums, who requested that Tequila Rose song. Tequila Rose?
Tequila
Tequila.
Dope.
There you go. He said, do you guys still play that song? Is it still in your arsenal?
Not yet, no. We had somebody else get up and sing it once because she knew it better than I did.
Yeah.
But we have not been able to practice. We haven't had a chance to practice it.
I
And really
mean,
nail that one down.
we could take 30 seconds and relearn it
Yeah,
again, but
we could wing it.
yeah, you don't want that. But if we ever see Paul, is Paul the one that said that his least favorite sound is the guitar, or the
Yeah.
least favorite?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Well, if we ever see Paul, we're never going to play that.
Oh, it's amazing.
Awesome. Well, you guys, we invite all of you tuning in live here to put on your musical thinking caps and join us in a interactive round of Name That Tune. Fingers crossed, and we're all in the screen together. How about that?
That.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. Well, you guys, as always, we are looking for the song name and the artist. While we write our guesses down here on our end, you're going to be putting your answers in the chats and comments. At the end of the game, we'll draw a winner from our participants to get some Jams and Cocktails swag. So what do you say? Let's play. That's just my game show music. All right, you guys. This week's category is duos take two, because we've done this before with another duo that we had on here. So there is no rhyme or reason to the duos that are on this particular list. I just happened to think of them and I really liked the songs. So it runs the gamut. So I can't tell you whether it's going to be easy or hard, but I really enjoyed getting to put this together because these songs are awesome. At any rate, are you ready to play? Ooh, all right, here we go. So what we're going to do, because you guys are new to the game, Billy and Ellen, you're going to write down your answers. And as soon as somebody in the chat rooms of all the chats, when they pop up with an answer, it's kind of like our time runs out and then we get to show our answers, right? So here we go. First clue.
I got the brains, you got the looks. Let's make lots of money.
Jordan goes to work.
I remember this from Skate World. I feel like they used to play it. If
Oh
it's
my
sung.
God. So Jordan was born in 1962 and grew up in the skating rink.
I like to roller skate. The roller rink.
Uh-oh.
All right, here it is once again for you guys playing along at home.
I got the brains, you got the looks. Let's make lots of money.
A classic 80s hit. We're waiting for any answers here in the chat rooms.
This is a duo? Did you say this was a duo?
It is a duo. It is a
Oh, we
duo.
have-
Oh,
Is
Christine.
That, is that right?
I know who she's thinking. So she got the artist. It's not Pep Boys, but it's
Does everything for less.
She also says, I miss Thunderskate, which is a local skating rink here. It is not Send Me an Angel by Real Life, Mike, unfortunately. So that is wrong.
Ouch.
No, I'm just
Mike.
kidding. It's a very abrasive sound. I really like to use it, but I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
You just want the right?
Name of the group and the song.
Oh, we're already we're done. We're
Done?
No idea.
No idea. All right.
Well, I was 83.
Jeff Coulter in the in our YouTube channel said Pet Shop Boys, which is correct. It is the Pet Shop Boys. So we're just looking for the name of the song. Do you have?
Can I show? That's all I knew, and I don't even know if it's right.
All right, let's see it, Jordan.
Is it called "Sweet Love Come Back to Me"?
That is absolutely wrong.
Oh shit! So is it not that song? That's what I thought it was. Okay.
Nope.
Oh.
All right. It looks like we're kind of striking out here.
So.
Pep Boys. Unbelievable. Okay.
Christine and I are awesome. I don't know.
So Mike Barone, make sure you write down his name because
she doesn't. Mike.
Yeah, he's watching and playing along on your channel there. So we're gonna make sure that Mike gets on our list. Jeff Coulter as well. Yep, and of course, Christine.
Yes.
It is Opportunities. Let's Make Lots of Money by the Pet Shop Boys.
And okay, so now when it ends, it doesn't say "Sweet Love, Come Back to Me."
It might. I don't know. I didn't get that far in the editing process.
Maybe it's not the song I'm thinking of. Okay. Anyway, I'm standing firm on my answer.
All right. Stay sticking firm in the 80s. Here's your next clue for Name That Tune.
When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la.
What kind of crap songs are they? No, I'm just
Wow. Wow,
Who's
Jordan.
gonna know these, Brad?
Oh my God. Only everyone born in the 80s or grew up in the 80s.
Are we allowed to say yet?
Wait, no, hang on just a second. Let's see if we can get any answers from the chat rooms here. We're going to play it one more time.
Everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la.
That's a great band, by the way.
Nice dance,
Jordan.
Oh,
and a great song. Lisa Carboni, or Carbone, I don't know. Italians, they're really sensitive about their E's at the end of their names. But you are absolutely right, Lisa. It is Roxette. She's got the look.
Oh.
Let's see your answers, guys. Yes.
Nice.
What did you get, Jordan?
Oh, I put la 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 la.
I'll accept it.
Good job, Lisa.
Good guess.
That's one of our original sprouts.
Stephen D. Hunt said "Love and Rockets." She's got the look, and I'm wondering if maybe that's a talk to text thing.
Hey, shout out to Stephen D. Hunt, though. By the way, that guy's amazing.
He was
Love that guy.
he was a guest on our show, and
Yes.
it was one of the most fun shows that we had live in our lounge to date. He's
Fun.
great dude. Super fun guest to have, and just all around great entertainer and guy. And thanks for tuning in, Stephen.
Can I tell you a quick story about Stephen real fast?
I would love it.
Ooh, yes.
Absolutely.
We played a gig at Blue Point, and Stephen, we played the early afternoon gig, and he was right after us to close out the night. And we stuck around to listen to him, and we were going to stick around for we just got done playing a 3.5 hour gig or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were going to stick around for a couple songs, but we ended up staying for his entire set. And then he invited us up to come jam with him on stage, and we jammed his entire last set.
Amazing.
And it was so fun.
So much fun.
That guy is amazing. He's an amazing musician and amazing person. We love that guy.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, Stephen G.
Yay! That's so awesome.
Yeah, very, very cool. He's actually performing at the Sneaky Tiki, which is one of our favorite Treasure Coast venues, and a sponsor of our show, believe it or not. He'll be playing their New Year's Eve party happening tomorrow. So
cool.
I guess this is 5 years in a row, Stephen, that he's done that. And definitely, if you don't have any plans and you're in Stewart, you should definitely pop by and check out that show.
Oh, he commented. He said, "Love you all. That gig was so fun."
Yeah, awesome.
That's great.
All right. To get back to business here, that answer was "The Look" by Roxette. In case I didn't say that.
To clarify.
Just to clarify. Here is the third clue for tonight.
Come stand a little bit closer. Breathe in and get a bit higher.
I just want to listen to these songs like all the way through. Here it is one more time for you guys listening at home.
Come stand a little bit closer. Breathe in and get a bit higher.
We're moving from the 80s to the 90s now.
And now I can play.
And Jordan's in.
Dang it, what's the name of the song?
Christine is in with the artist, which is Savage Garden. I always used to call this song Chicka Cherry Cola.
Yeah, Cherry Cola. Is that not the name of the song?
It's not.
Oh.
So if you're thinking about putting it, Mike Barone in with Savage Garden as well. And Christine's in with the correct answer. I Want You. That is the name of the song. What do you guys have written down here? Jordan, what do you got?
Well, I'm stereotypical. I put cherry cola.
Cherry Cola.
We were gonna write Cherry Cola, but we knew that wasn't right, so we just got the band.
Band is good enough for me. I Want You. Jeff Coulter also in with I Want You.
Nice.
Savage Garden over there on YouTube.
When I was a kid, I used to play Truly, Madly, Deeply to my girlfriends
Oh,
and
yeah.
dedicated to them.
That was the jam.
Yep, it's a good one.
I was
Any young
Did you ever have the rock out sessions in your bedroom where you were just like dramatically singing that song? Like you had like those powerful moments?
I
No?
did not.
No,
Oh, okay. Just me. Okay.
I was in a real band. I was in a band, so I just did that with the band.
Oh, you did it actually on stage?
I'm not gonna lie though. That Savage Garden album, that first one, it was a guilty pleasure of mine, and I would like in my first car, I would like. And now when I had my first car, we still had the tape deck, but you had the little tape with the 1/8" jack, and you put it into your CD player, and then you put the anti-skip on, and it was worthless. But you tried it because that was technology.
Dude, you are speaking my language right now. God.
Those were the days.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, man.
All right, you guys. Fourth clue tonight. We got two more. Here we go.
Oh boy.
The old folks say that you gotta end your day by 10.
Oh, that was a quick one. Here it is one more time.
The old folks say that you gotta end your day by 10.
And if you're just tuning in, the categories is duos, take two. My little play on words there.
I got it.
He got it. Write it down. Christine says, oh gosh. Here it is one more time because it's fun.
The old folks say that you gotta end your day by 10.
Did one of the singers have a song on the Top Gun soundtrack?
Yes, that is correct.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Lisa Carbone said you got the right. I mean, she went over and beyond with the song title, but you are correct with the song title. Let's get the name of the artist. Drums and Rums. Paul from Drums and Rums, tuning in on our YouTube channel. He had a good answer. Poison, he said, as the artist, because Poison did do a pretty legitimate cover of this song. But that's not who is playing on this particular recording. So,
Oh, did you see?
As a unfan, I guess, or as an enemy of guitar players, I can see how he'd get that wrong.
Susan
Dang.
Steely also said Your Mama Don't Dance, which is the correct answer. And Stephen D. Hunt came in with Kenny Loggins' Mama Don't Dance, but woo's the other part of that famous Loggins
Darlene said Loggins and Messina, Mama Don't Dance.
That is absolutely correct. Well done, Darlene.
Yay, Darlene. She's on Brad Rock Music. Yes.
I had to sacrifice some screen room to look at all the different comments channels, but it is Loggins and Messina.
Your folks say that you gotta end your day by 10.
Because you know your mama don't dance, daddy don't rock and roll.
Yep.
Ready to party.
Is that what you guys had?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I just had Daddy Don't Rock and Roll.
I mean, you're close.
It's in there.
I'll give it to you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Just
Sympathy
because,
point.
just because you're threatening me with that twisted tea.
Yeah, I kept it out just looking at you.
Yeah, I see how that turns out. Go ahead, show them what you're threatening me with all night. Yeah, she's about to whip my ass. You twisted tea. All right, I have one more clue for you guys. We're jettisoning way into the future here, but you can't have a duo without these guys.
Easy.
He said easy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Here it is one more time for you guys. It makes me want to listen to that whole song.
Same.
Yes.
It makes me almost want to buy like a radio license to just sit and have listening parties, legitimately making sure everybody gets paid and the whole 9 yards and not getting like kicked off of Facebook. So all in favor of me starting a radio station, like an internet proper radio station, say aye, because I will do it and host it and say, we're just going to listen to great, crazy music all night. All request show. Christine in with the win. It is Roses by Outkast. Mike Barone in with it as well, Outkast. What did you guys have over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Nice.
Ding, ding. What'd you have, Jordan?
That was the best album too, because it was like one of the first times they had both of them.
Oh my God.
I had it too, and I drew a rose.
Yeah, Big
But
Boy.
maybe
and,
it's more of a- I
Andre
don't know.
3000, man.
It was
Great,
cool
great,
how
great.
they did that. Like they both had the CD, each one of them.
Yep.
That was fun. I remember going to Best Buy and buying that specifically.
Oh yeah, I
Buying
remember
that
buying that
CD.
cassette tape of the old Outkast.
The 8-track.
back in my day. Thank you guys so much for playing along. This has been Name That Tune. And of course, it's time to hand out some prizes. So Jordan is going to tell us how many people that we had participating, Jordan.
We had 7.
7 participants. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over to our guests, Ellen and Billy from the Leafy Greens Band, to choose a number between 1 and 7 right after the drum roll.
4.
4. What do we got, Jordan?
Mike Barone.
Mike Barone.
Wrong.
Barone.
Wrong.
All right, Mike, you're going to get some Jams and Cocktails swag. So if you want to private message us either on the Jams and Cocktails podcast website, or you can reach out to Billy and Ellen, because I know that you're tuning in on their page there, and drop us your mailing address and we'll send you some fun stuff. So thank you all for playing Name That Tune. We appreciate that. Coming up next, we're going to get our midweek motivation with Tony Espinosa. But first, how about one more song from the Leafy Greens Band?
I like how you have the applause,
I know, I love it.
so I can tune my guitar for a second. All right.
We got to do
So this
something,
song-
you know.
This song is called A Song About Soliloquy. Mm-hmm. And this song we never play it live because it's just kind of
Heavy.
it's a heavy song. It's a heavy song. I would say it's probably the saddest song we've written. It's just about the inner dialogue. It's a song about soliloquy, which means it's kind of about the inner dialogue that you would have when you're conflicted about something, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how it goes.
Does he mean what he says? Doesn't have to be so hard. The message that he sent, do we keep the guard? Silken lies upon your tongue. There's no fooling anyone. So find your way back home. You'll be you and I'll be moving on. I'll be moving on. Your mouth is your guide. Round after round, words fly and they shine. Things cut down. Silken lies upon your tongue. There's no fooling anyone. So find your way back home. You'll be you and I'll be moving on. I'll be moving on. Can we forget? Can we forget? Will we regret? Will it matter in the end? Silken lies upon your tongue. There's no fooling anyone. So find your way back home. You'll be you and I'll be moving on. I'll be moving on. I'll be moving on.
That's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
You know, if we can say anything about that song real quick.
Whoops, I hit the wrong button, guys. I'm sorry.
Pineapple. Oh, Eric Smith.
We're gonna do it again.
That's our friend Eric. That's funny. We love that guy, man. Actually, Eric that bought us this whiskey.
Yeah.
How about that?
Let's go. Bring that bottle over here.
Oh.
Ah.
We're Irish whiskey drinkers, and this is what Eric and Felicia got us for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's so
Thank you,
nice. Yeah.
Cheers. But we did that song in the studio, and there's always right after the bridge. I rip a really crazy lead on the acoustic.
I was gonna say, Brad, we gotta send you the studio version of it because I think you really appreciate the bridge there that Billy plays.
Every time Ellen, and this is the only reason why we're telling, not to brag about what I did on that bridge, but Ellen cries
every time.
Every single time she hears a solo.
Man.
It's hilarious to me.
I mean,
also
I'm just
sweet.
thinking about it now. Like, I wish like I can hear it starting in my head when we were just playing it, and I was like, I know we can't play it, and I wish we could loop it so he could play it because like it just makes me cry. It's so pretty.
I use the looper. You know, I'm sure you have the looper.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Boss RC30 looper, so I'm able to kind of jam on that. Over it a little bit. But she starts crying every time.
Oh my God! Well, please, definitely.
Yes, we want to hear.
I would love to hear that track, and of course we would. I certainly wouldn't broadcast it to anybody, but perks of being the host of a wildly successful podcast. We get to hear some exclusive music, but no, really, like music is one of those things that can move me to tears. Like I will be driving in my car and a song will come on that'll just make me weep like an infant, and then somebody pulls up next to you and you're like,
something is in my eye.
But it does. Music is the biggest mover for me, and like really heartwarming films. I don't know. I'm a sucker.
You know what song did that for us was "The Rose" by Bette Midler,
classic.
And you can find that on YouTube. Our cover of it. We do a breezeway. We do a bunch of breezeway songs outside of our apartment here, and the reverb is unbelievable. So we did like Hallelujah. We did a bunch of Christmas songs, but The Rose was one of the songs we did out there, and that song is just like, oh my God,
So pretty.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's
Awesome.
such a good song. Yeah.
I'll have to check out those videos.
Yeah.
I didn't get an opportunity to watch through everything. Just what I wanted to pillage and plunder and bring into the show.
Yeah.
But I look forward to seeing everything that you guys have on there. Absolutely. So we're going to take a moment and we're going to get into our next segment. We'll let Billy and Ellen take a little break, a little refill on their drinks if they need. Each week, our good friend, leadership coach, Tony Espinosa, gives us a little something to get through our week. And in this case, the rest of the year. So take some notes. This is your midweek motivation.
Brad Brock, how you doing, my friend? Wednesday night jams and cocktails. Thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure to be here. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're well, my friend. God bless you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. 2020's been rough on everybody. I don't care what walk of life you're in. 2020's been a hell of a year. I mean, we're going on a year since we've been dealing with this whole pandemic, which sucks. But it has brought out the best in a lot of people. A lot of people have started businesses. A lot of people have lost their jobs, but taken that time to find out who they are. They've read books. They've hired mentors. They've done a little bit extra in their life to all the time they didn't have to do what they wanted to do. They found they had the time, locked down for a few weeks, a few months, not knowing what direction to go. And then a lot of people fell apart. A lot of people went the other direction. So what that shows me, what that explains to me is that right now we're in a living proof beyond the shadow of a doubt that we have the choice in life. We have the power in life to make any situation that we are in a win-win situation. We have the choice, the power to create the outcome that we want. You don't have to settle for this or settle for that. People lost their jobs, people are dying, people are sick, and some people are climbing to the top. I've gotten involved with a couple different companies doing some consulting, and some of these companies are just flying. They're growing. This one company is up millions of dollars every month, they've been in business 70 years. They're doing more business now than ever. Now, granted, because of the pandemic, it's being on, the service that they offer. Sorry, it's my cat. The services they offer are necessary. So that's why, people for the first time in their life are looking at that industry. But nonetheless, needless to say, you have the power. We can make the choice to make the change. We can stay. You know what's easy? Excuses. You know what's easy? Not working hard, not pushing it, not creating ideas, not putting ideas into action. That's easy. That's the easiest part of life, is just doing nothing. And then complaining about not having what we want or living the life that we deserve. You know what's hard? Success. You know what's hard? A life of significance. You know what's hard? Building character and building your legacy, so when you're gone, you leave something behind for generations to look at and mold and follow, and you never die, and leaving value and adding value. That's difficult because it takes intentionality. It takes you to care about other people, to care about yourself, to care about your family, and doing something about it. So the message I'm trying to get across is don't quit. Don't give up. Life is supposed to be hard. Life isn't supposed to be easy. If it was easy, all of us would be millionaires. All of us would be rock stars. All of us would be movie stars. We wouldn't have to do anything. We would just have millions of dollars and everything would be simple. We don't have to worry about it. But it's not that way. That's not reality. You need to make it happen. You have the power. You have the control. And you have it in you. Every one of us has it in you to make the right choices for whatever you want in life. So get out there. Don't get discouraged. And when you hit a speed bump, that's part of the process. That's the obstacle. You use that speed bump to get stronger and grow bigger and move forward. So that way, when you come across it again, it's easier to get through, to get by. So don't give up. Be encouraged when you're discouraged. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Step out of your comfort zone. Be afraid. But face that fear and break down that wall that's holding you back and get to the life you deserve. Become the person you're supposed to become and live that life and be happy, be successful, be significant. Just be that person for your family, for yourself, and most of all, for the people that are looking up to you. The people that you don't even know are looking up to you. The people out there, your biggest fans you don't even know. Your biggest support you don't even know. Your biggest haters are the people closest to you. So don't let them bring you down. Don't let them destroy what you're trying to build and who you're trying to become. Because if they're not going with you or helping you get there, then they're the ones holding you back, and let them go. Make the choice to be the better person, to do what you want to do. Find your goals, find your dreams, find your why, find it. Unleash that furnace inside of you onto the world and show everybody that it can be done. Brad Brock, I love you. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Tony, on fire tonight.
Yeah.
You know, it touches on a lot of things that you know are incredibly personal to me in terms of. Now I'm losing my train of thought. Choo choo. Got to get back on track. What was it? What was I was just saying to you?
To leave something behind and or just
getting out of your comfort zone.
Then,
That's what it was.
Breaking the wall.
Being comfortable, being uncomfortable, or getting, you know, like learning to embrace being uncomfortable because it heightens all the senses. It makes you more aware of the things going around. Complacency is really just the fast track to failure, really, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, complacency is a fast track to failure because it's almost like a failure to launch. You know, if you're just complacent sitting where you are, you never want to take off and be bigger than your body. To quote John Mayer, the man, the myth, the legend, the poet, if he's watching, Mr. Mayer, what's your autograph? But well, you guys, if you do need an extra boost in your personal or professional life, reach out to Tony at TonyEspinosaLeadership.com or search him out on social media. You can also get linked right to him on our website at jncpodcast.com. You'll see his beautiful face right on the big icon at the top, and you can click on his segment and see what he's all about and get right to him. So we've come to a point in our show that we like to go around and chat about all the things that we've got going on and what all of you should check out in this little segment we like to call, Jordan, what do we like to call it?
The Shameless Plugs. I didn't do the finger tonight.
Oh, you didn't do it. We're going to kick things off with the Leafy Greens Band. So you guys just tell us tell us all the stuff that you got going on. What should we be looking out for? Where can we come and see you play? And where should we be going to follow you and boost up your social media points?
Okay, first and foremost, to the 12 people that are watching on our page, which we're kind of watching from right now. Nice. They already do this, but to everybody else, go to our website, and the first thing that's going to come up is a little box to put your email in to subscribe to our newsletter, and we send a newsletter out every Tuesday. And in that newsletter, it lets you know exactly what we have going on, but most importantly, where we're going to be for the week. And
there's our monthly calendar on there, and any highlights from the weekend before that we played, and
it's got a bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Go to our website, subscribe to YouTube, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow us on MySpace, follow us on AOL.com. We'll chat with you. New Year's Eve tomorrow night, we're playing at Das Beer and Pizza, which if you don't want all the craziness and amateur night, come down and hang out with us at Das Beer and Pizza. It's going to be a nice chill night. We're starting at 8:00. We're playing till 11, and then we're going inside to DJ mode until midnight to bring in the new year. So we're just basically going to play music for everybody for the rest of the night and bring in the new year. That'll be tomorrow night. And then tomorrow night at midnight, we're also releasing, this whole time we've been recording, I have not wanted to release one song at a time. I disagree with that format. You know, I think it's kind of a lazy approach to releasing music. And we wanted to do albums. My dream is to do an album. So we're going to do an album, but we did write a song and we're not going to call it a single. It's not a single. It's not our single.
It's more of a
tribute. It's a tribute. And it's called A Song About 2020. And that's coming out on Spotify. We're only putting it on Spotify. And that will be out midnight, New Year's Eve.
Tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. And again, it was just, the song is our tribute to New Year's Eve or to 2020. And we just felt it was necessary to release it during 2020, before the end of 2020. We have a Patreon site. It's called The Garden Club. You can go to our website and read about that, but that's what's helping us pay for the production and post-production of our album. We have koozies. Hold on. Let's take a look at these koozies real quick. This is very important because we have these koozies. You can buy them on our website, or you can go to our, well, hold on, I'm going to show you. So you have a regular beer here. Here's a koozie. And just do that.
What?
It's like,
the slap bands.
It's like the slap bands from the old,
oh shit.
like old.
But you know how koozies, most koozies only fit one style of beer. You either have skinny or you got big koozies. Let me see this. You got this. If you want to keep your Jameson cool. It goes around Jameson. Let me see the green.
Yeah, and then the skinny like White Claw cans.
We've got bottle. If you want to keep your bottle of wine warm.
Oh, it's like a blanket.
I love that.
It's like
that's so cool.
You can slap your kids with it.
Slapped our cat.
Slap your cats with it. They go around. White Claws, which I believe is what caused COVID in the first place. But that's it right there. The Leafy Greens Band koozie.
That's very cool.
So we bring them to all of our shows. You can buy them in person or on our website.
They're $5.
Oh, that's a good deal.
I think they're a little more on our website.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Slap a guitar. You could wear them as a bracelet.
That's how you don't lose them. You get them with your beer. Slap them around your arm.
Like my
Wonder
beer's
Woman.
gone. I toss the beer. Boom.
Oh my god.
I love it.
We need some.
Like Iron Man.
Yep.
It's very, very cool.
Or Wonder Woman.
Or
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Love it.
All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
There you go.
Come in two colors.
That's right. Black and green.
Black and green.
Love it. Oh, love it. So good. Well, very cool. So,
we got one more thing.
oh, please.
We're going to be doing we're going to be featured in Jupiter magazine February.
In their February issue.
In the February issue.
Yeah.
How
Go check.
When that comes out.
Well,
That's
we're gonna
it.
have to. We'll have to get our hands on a copy of that and get you guys to sign that for us.
Yeah, congrats.
Eventually, I want to cover this entire back wall with cool like memorabilia of all of our local artists that we've had on, and so that's my dream in 2021 is to get all that together and put a bunch of that stuff back there.
These are yours.
Oh,
Yes.
we got some stuff to send to you guys too. So you're gonna have to give us your mailing address, and we're gonna send you our stuff as well. But
Yeah.
I love
Send it
that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh man,
Those are awesome.
well, right on.
Huge, honestly, to Hits and Branding for helping us with those koozies too, and getting those for us. So
We have a management team that we brought into our lives, and they're the ones that said, "Hey, get your Patreon going, get your koozies going," and we're spending money, a little bit of money, to help create a robust social media or social presence.
Yeah.
And to help us with the merch process. It's if you're doing this full time, and this really, we're just speaking to all the musicians out there. If there are any musicians watching. If you're doing this full time, or you're even thinking about pursuing it full time, then find a team, get a team together, even if it costs a little bit of money. Get a team to help you do this, because if you run it like a business, it can be something that's sustainable.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
So it Tracy and Kinsey and
Katie. Yeah.
who introduced us to Tracy. We love those guys. Tracy's like our manager and friend, and she's helping us tremendously with everything here. So is Kinsey and Katie. So,
yeah. We freaking love them.
Big shout out. Yeah.
It's awesome, and that's great advice to anybody that is trying to sell a vibe, which a lot of us do as musicians, where especially a lot of our local cover musicians that they don't have original music. They're not out there trying to sell records, but they are trying to sell a vibe. So, koozies, stickers, t-shirts, these are all things that are like you hope to make a little bit of money back on those by selling them at gigs and things like that. But they really are just a stamp of your brand to put out there in the world. And I love that you guys are doing that. I actually bought, like, when I first decided to do koozies for my music brand, I bought hundreds of these blanks, these like neoprene blanks, and I learned how to burn my own screen prints from this young girl from New Zealand on YouTube, because I am a graduate, my bachelor's degree, UTM University, working on my doctorate of nonsensical things. So that is so she taught me how to burn my own print screen and screen print. And I went to town, and I just sat one afternoon. I listened to music, and I screen printed hundreds of Brad Brock koozies, and I just gave them away. I said, sign up for my mailing list and I'll give you a koozie. Go like my Facebook page and I'll give you a koozie. Whatever you need to do, come up to me. Like, here's a secret message that only you people can see. Come up to me, my show, and I'll give you some free stuff. And I think it's a brilliant marketing plan. And I wish that I had that slap bracelet or that slap idea first, because I'd have definitely ran with that. That's brilliant, you guys. Yeah. So cool. Yeah. A
lot of it's cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I'm very, very stoked for you guys moving forward into 2021. And hang out for a minute. I got to go through my shameless plugs, which are exorbitant and exhausting. But no, I'm just kidding. As always, I do want to thank our live viewers for tuning in live with us tonight. And of course, a thank you to our viewers and listeners catching the show later on. Super important as well. Of course, on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please give us a follow on those platforms because it's much better to listen to me talk than it is to stare at my face while I'm talking. Anyway. We do invite you, if you are listening later on, to come and catch our live shows each Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you can be part of our live experience. We love hanging out with our live viewers and interacting with all of you. And I also want to thank all of you for making 2020 a great first year for Jams and Cocktails, despite the challenges that this year brought to all of us. We so look forward to doing it bigger and better in 2021. And we hope that, in fact, you'll hang in for the ride because we got some cool stuff coming up next year and we're very excited to bring that to you. Please go give our Facebook page, Jams and Cocktails Podcast. Go give that a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel of the same name. We do appreciate that as well. I do want to give a shout out to our sponsors and partners, Johnny Ringo and the Code Rum Company. Thank you for your support. A great friend, great rum. We'll actually be teaming up this Sunday afternoon for our first Code Rum party of 2021 at the Sneaky Tiki in downtown Stewart. You can also catch Johnny Ringo's Pirate Radio show this Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on the Coast 101.3, our local radio station up here on the Treasure Coast. And you may even hear a familiar voice by yours truly on that show. So check that out. Set your alarm clock because I usually do to make sure that I'm at the studio on time. Of course, we'd like to thank our friends at the Sneaky Tiki. Hop Life Brewing, huge supporters of what we do. We love you guys. Jeff at Treasure Coast Entertainment and our newest partner, Drizzly, for making it easier for all of you to join us for our shot of the week. So, I also want to send a shout out to Paul Robertson, who we spoke about quite a bit this evening from the Drums and Rums podcast. Please go and check out his podcast. It's a load of fun, and he's such a great dude and a supporter of all the things that we do as well. So I look forward to more collaborations in 2021 with you, Paul. I do have a few shows coming up here leading into the new year. Tomorrow night, I will be at the Manatee Island in Fort Pierce at 4 p.m. I'll be there from 4 to 7. That is my birthday, so I will be turning the big 3-6, the other side of 30, the upper side of 30. Very, very excited. I have the gray hair to grow into that, so I'm okay with this. I might as well be 56. I'll take that number as well. I feel like I'm good until 56. At this rate.
That's the number.
Yeah, I've grown into at least that. But Saturday on the 2nd of January, I'll be at Costa de Este Beach Resort in Vero Beach at 2 p.m. Love that place. Love them there. Really cool. Right down by the Beach Boy vibes. So come and check that out. And of course, Sunday for our Sunday Bloody Sunday Code Rum party, I will be at the Sneaky Tiki in Stewart with my one-man band show, rocking it there with Johnny Ringo and the Code Rum folks and Pirates. Pirates love to come out to that, and we love our Misfit Pirates group. So come out and hang out with some Pirates and get down on that. And that is those shows. You can find all of my show dates. You can order merch, all of these things from the free Brad Brock Music mobile app. You can get it on your favorite app store. You can request songs at my shows right from the app, so you don't even have to come near my face. And you can watch this podcast there. You can order merch, I think I've said, and of course my show dates there as well. Listen to music, whole 9 yards, totally free. Go get it from your favorite app store today.
Phones not included.
Phones not included. There's a lot of phones in that ad. As I mentioned, that today is my last day on the lower side of my 30s, and tomorrow I will be 36, going on 85, of course. So I appreciate you guys tuning in with me tonight. And if you're interested, come and pop in for an early nightcap or a happy hour with me at Manatee Island in Fort Pierce. So that is my shameless plugs.
I have one shameless plug, Brad Brock.
Oh my God, Jordan has
I know.
a shameless
I've
plug.
shocked you.
You shocked me.
So, I was maybe going to keep it a surprise till the new year, but I figured,
Now's
what
a better
better way to
time as
ring
any.
in 2021? Yes. We may or may not be starting a Jams and Cocktails TikTok page
Oh,
with all the ridiculous things we do.
This is news to me. I don't even know what a TikTok is. I thought that was a clock.
Yeah, you really don't.
This is a TikTok.
TikTok. Yes, just showing all that we do, and that's basically
Jordan
it.
is an avid TikToker. She loves it so much.
Yeah, I've been falling in the hole.
And so
the rabbit hole.
she did say this to me today, and I said, "Hey, baby, if you want to start a TikTok and you want to get this TikTok off the ground, I'm more than but this is your baby. This is your project.
So we'll see how quickly
I will be
burns and
involved in
sinks.
any way that you need me to be, but this is your Jams and Cocktails TikTok page. So
Yes, I think it'll be great.
I'm stoked.
So we'll see.
I'm stoked.
I
Like
said may or may not be doing it. No, I'm
Well,
just
that's
kidding.
not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Gotta keep them guessing.
Oh man. Well,
that's it.
before we get to the end of our show here, I do want to ask the Leafy Greens, Ellen and Billy, would you guys be down to jam one more song at the outro of our show while our credits are rolling?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah?
of course.
Oh man, that's so fun. Very, very cool. Okay, so we'll get to the end of the show. I do want to thank all of you again for tuning in live. So great to hang out with you guys and meet new friends of Billy and Ellen's. Thank you for tuning in. We hope that you tune in and see other great artists come through our show. We really, really love featuring our local talent and getting to know our colleagues a little bit better, as we don't really get to see a lot of live music around town because I'm obviously playing live music. So this is a really kind of selfish, I guess, opportunity to get to know my colleagues a little better and get private concerts, which is the dopest thing ever.
Yes, it's a perk.
So again, we appreciate you tuning in. We hope that you enjoyed our last show of 2020, which is so hard to believe. We only have a couple more shows until we get to 52 weeks in a row of live podcasting, which is a huge milestone. It was a milestone I set for myself ages ago, and COVID really threw a wrench in that. And we still managed to put out live content each week, which was super cool. And I'm so happy of the friendships that we forged through this time, and we'll continue to do that for you guys in 2021. Thanks to our amazing special guests, Ellen and Billy from the Leafy Greens Band. Give it up one more time for Miss Jordan Taylor.
Thanks, everyone. It's been real. It's been fun.
It's been real fun.
It's been real fun. Yeah.
Next week on the show, we'll be joined by the one-man band sensation, Mr. Will Goulet. And we're very excited about that. Love to have one-man bands on because it makes me benchmark and see where I need to improve on my one-man band show. But until then, you guys, have a fun and safe new year. We'll see you in 2021, broadcasting live from the legendary JNC Lounge. I'm Brad Brock, and this has been 2020.
Oh.
Cheesy? Probably.
Awesome?
Here's
Probably.
one more song from the Leafy Greens Band. Thank you guys. Good night.
Hey, real quick, we just want to say thank you to you guys and apologize to Jordan for calling her Jordy. I saw the Y. I don't know why. I thought it was Jordy for some reason. I don't know. So Jordan, we love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much
Thank you.
for having us on, and we would totally hang out with you guys. We want to be friends with you
Let's
guys.
do it.
So-
2021. We're doing it.
Birthday
Oh,
tomorrow.
thanks. I'll take it. I'll take it tomorrow. This crowd just goes on forever.
Roll. Let it roll. And also, thank you for having us on for your 50th episode. That's
Yes.
really cool, man.
Very
And
Milestone.
we're
We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Dude, we can't wait to be in the studio. We'll do this again
Yes.
over Skype. I mean, please, let's do it again. That would be so fun, man.
Album release.
Ooh.
Album release. We're in it to win it. We would love to be a part of that.
Yeah. Oh, you'll be there.
Yep.
You'll be
We'll
there.
let you know.
You'll get an invite for sure. And we'll be seeing you guys. We'll be seeing you guys soon. I promise.
Yes, please.
So,
Love it.
all right. This song's called A Song About Apathy.
Yep.
There sits a little boy, his eyes as big as the sun. Wasted hours talking, listening to no one. He wants a better life, one only money can buy. But emptiness is all he's feeling, living that kind of life, living that kind of life. His idle hands sows no seed. The crops he yield, in his place only weeds. Only weeds. There sits a little girl, smile as bright as the moon, spends her hours strolling, brainwashed and consumed. She longs for that kind of life, a bellwether in her dreams. But loneliness is all she's feeling, tearing her at the seams, tearing her at the seams. Her idle hands sows no seed. The crops you yield, in place only weeds. Get yourself up, gotta get up. 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 Your idle hands shows no teeth. No crops to yield, in this place only weeds. Only weeds. You see the look in their eyes, they change too plain to see. Spending their time now walking. Now they're finally free. Now they're finally free. Their idle hands The crops to yield where grow only weeds. Their idle hands sows no seeds. The crops to yield where grew only weeds. Only
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. You guys go and check out the Leafy Greens tomorrow night for their New Year's Eve. Check out their website. Is it the leafygreensband.com or Leafy Greens Band official?
Nope, you had it right. Leafy Greens Band, theleafygreensband.com.
Theleafygreensband.com. Go and check them out and definitely share everything about them with your friends. Amazing group. You guys are great people, and so happy to get to know you a little bit better tonight. We'll definitely hang out and we'll drink some rum together.
Yes.
And some Irish whiskey as well.
Yes.
All right, you guys, hang on the line. That does it for us tonight. This is the Germs and Cocktails Live Podcast. Good night.
Woo-hoo. Bye.